Good evening. What's happening, everyone? Hope all is well with you this evening. I got something to talk about. I know it's been a while. If y'all see me over here multitasking, if you know me, you know I'm in IT, so that's what I do. Okay. So I have something I want to talk about. Just in case, if you have not seen the video that I posted on yesterday, I hope you're ready. Because today is the day. You feel me? Today is the day. Whew. I was trying to wait and see who else gonna come into the room. Who's gonna come into the room before I make my announcement. Before I make my little lovely announcement this evening. Yes. Yes. Let's go. Okay. If I see one or two people, let's get into it. We're gonna get started. Y'all know I don't do no Facebook lives too often. And I know it's been a while since y'all seen me do a Facebook. But if I do one, ain't no shit going on, so we ain't finna do that today, okay? Let's just gonna put that out there. Let's gonna put that out there. So y'all won't be surprised. Okay? Alright, y'all ready? So, once again, good evening and welcome to the reintroduction to Let's Talk About It with Queesa Quee podcast, baby. Yes. It's been a while. It's been too long. I know I done kept my audience, my listeners waiting a tad bit too long. Let's catch up. Sometimes God will sit you down before he stand you up. I've been quiet, but I've been growing. And today, let's talk about it. First, I want to give a special thank you to everyone, all of my listeners from near and far who have supported me, checked on me, and continue to believe in me. Even when I wasn't allowed a certain type of aspect, or I would say I wasn't showing up consistency of it. It's been a while since you've heard my voice behind the microphone on my own platform. And honestly, as we all know, life been lifing. But today isn't where I've been. It's about where I'm going. I know it's been questions as to when you're gonna come back and do the podcast. Here it is. Here you go. I'm here. Why you stepped away? There comes a time when you have to pause and reevaluate everything. I found myself pouring into everyone else while neglecting myself. I was showing up for work, family, friends, responsibilities, and dreams of others. But somewhere along the way, I realized I needed to reconnect within myself. And it's very important when you need to do that. You need to get back to being you. No matter how and what life and challenges get thrown at you, you got to get back to being you and learn yourself all over again. Not because I was giving up. And I'm starting to realize that I was growing. You know, that's just what it is. What I've learned during my break. First thing I learned is growth requires silence. Some seasons are meant to be broadcast. Some seasons require for you to be quiet so you can hear God clearly. You ain't gotta be loud. It's not all about that. When they say moving in silence, that's what that means. And I've been doing that for the last couple of years. It's been long enough. And now it's time for me to get back to doing what I'm doing. Right? One step at a time. Second thing I've learned, everybody can't go with you. I don't care who it is. I'm learning and continue to. That growth sometimes means outgrowing people, places, habits, even old versions of yourself. I'm not the same person that I once was. I'm not the same person that I was yesterday. I'm not the same person that I was 4 years ago, 10, 15, 20 years or more. Okay. Um, and that's what you have to learn within yourself. Take it one day at a time, right? Another thing I learned is rest is productive. It's very productive. You know, we over 40. So, you know, we got to get our rest regardless, right? As much as we can possibly can. I know some people who cannot, and I pray for those who aren't able to all the time. Okay. I used to think I always had to be doing something, but that shit catch up with you for real. Cause your body gonna tell you otherwise, right? So I learning that resting isn't quitting. It's preparing you to the next level, right? Whatever that it may be. The rebrand. Mm, this gets good. It's so good. This isn't a comeback, and this isn't a podcast comeback. I thought it was for me, right? I'm gonna just say this. I call this as a reintroduction. It definitely is a reintroduction. This is a new chapter, a new mindset, a new level of purpose. The heart of let's talk about it with Queesa Queez remains the same. It remains the same from the get-go when I first started. Real conversations, real life, real growth. Having those uncomfortable conversations, we can agree to disagree, right? This is a free space zone. So I don't want people feeling like, oh, they gotta be a certain type of way because you on the podcast. No. It may get heavy. You feel what I'm saying? But on the flip side, hey, you know, it is what it is. Um, but this season is different. You feel me? Like we gonna talk about healing, purpose, relationships, faith, business. We talking about becoming the person God created us to be. And we can talk about whatever it is that y'all feel y'all need to put out there. Cause it may be something that I learned from you and you something you can learn from me, vice versa. You know what I mean? Whew. What's new with me? Oh gosh. Okay. So I would say the last couple years. For those who don't know, um, April 2024, I graduated from UAB with my master's certificate in clinical informatics. Clinical informatics, the sum it up, is basically healthcare and IT. And for those who don't know, I've been in the healthcare industry for a long time, within the healthcare industry for a long time. And for those who don't also know, I've been in IT since 2018. Started from the ground up, getting started, continue to elevate and grow. Another thing I would say what's been new with me. I last year I won Employee of the Year and also Employee of the Month for July 2025. But I won Employee of the Year in November. That was a beautiful moment for me. I facilitate with over 140 employees. That's including myself. I work with all things IT, hardware, software, troubleshooting, technical support. You name it, I deal with it. Okay. And I also dealt with a bit cyber attack where I had to go in some instances redo everyone's computer all over again. So, and also upgrade devices from Windows 10 to Windows 11. So yeah, if you need any questions or need any assistance with upgrading your computer, any PC repairs or whatever, also holler at me. Okay. That's my background. I love computers. I mean, I've been into it ever since high school. Shout out to Birmingham Works for You. I was in that program. I met some wonderful people that I'm still friends with, and we learned a lot together and along the way that enhanced my skill set in education wise to obtain full certificate in computer science using education and associate's degree and a bachelor's degree in IT. And never know. I don't know what's next with my IT journey. Trying to get some certs under the belt. Stay tuned with that. So that's that. Next thing I would say is what's new with me. Rebuilding my travel business. So for those who don't know, I actually started like in the travel business back in 2023. Got into it, but then I got accepted into UAB. So I was like, dang, I ain't gonna be able to do this and do grad school. Feel like having that time to manage that. So I took a step back on that, and God told me like, hey, you might need to really get back into this because I was used to in the past playing group trips and stuff with my friends and family or whatever like that. So, and I worked in the hotel industry back a long time ago, 20 years ago. Yeah. So I was like, okay. So the beginning of this year, I got back into it and been at it ever since. So Queasy Dream Escape Travel. So if y'all looking for any type of destinations or however, whether it's domestic or international, holler at me. I want you to also go follow that page as well. I'll drop the link once I'm done with this live. I'll say another thing that's been new with me. Learning to protect your peace. Baby, please protect your peace by any means necessary. So whatever that energy is, whoever it is, however it is, please get it away from you. The shit ain't worth it. You feel what I'm saying? So, um, I have to. It's a must. And some things you have to learn to choose yourself without guilt. It's plain and simple, right? Sometimes it can be challenging. And I pray for those who find that within themselves all the time. I would say what my listeners can expect from me is you may expect solo episodes. I don't mind having guests. If anybody who wants to join, you got a particular topic, I have plenty of topics that has been in my archive that I've been sitting on for some time. You know, people scared to talk, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it, respectfully. But if you feel that we can resonate with it, let's do it. You know what I mean? We can talk about whatever it is. This is a free space zone. Safe space. We can agree to disagree and get a different look on things, you know? And also, one of the most important things is personal growth. Another word I'm going to say is accountability, plain and simple. You know, because a lot of people don't know how to take accountability, right? I mean, hell, it is what it is. But I would say I'm not going to keep you guys long, but I do want to say this. I thank you guys so much for holding it down, the ones who kept pushing me, even if you didn't realize it. I wanted to kind of get back into the travel business first before I rebrand myself with the podcast. And God told me it's time for me to do that. It's been long overdue, guys. It's been long overdue. I swear it has been. Um, I feel like I was looking for certain type of audience and people to, you know, that didn't mind speaking on it. And that's okay. It's okay. If I could be on the episode and talk right now, just me on different things, shit, let's do it. I'm gonna do that shit. I do it. Um, in closing, one thing I've learned that life will force you to reset, refocus, realign, reset, and sometimes completely rebrand. And and take time out for you. Get back to doing things that you like to do, whatever that may be. Um, I'm doing that. I had to do that. And I feel like you guys should too. And that's okay. You know what I mean? Some people will never understand that. Some people would never understand that. You don't have to stay who you are just because people are comfortable with the version of you. Growth is allowed. Change is allowed. Starting over is allowed. We always got to trust the process. Sometimes it may take us longer than others, but when we get to a space that, you know, it's time for you to go ahead and do whatever it is that you have to do, then you have to do what you got to do. And if you listening today and you in a season of rebuilding, I want you to know you're not behind. I'm right there with you, but you being prepared to do so. Also, it's a lot within this month. Definitely, as you know, men mental health month. It's real big. Y'all check on y'all men. Check on the men that's around you. Make sure they okay. My prayers with each and every one of y'all, each and every day, because you just never know what people might be going through, right? Or have been going through. So, um, it's a lot, especially if this episode spoke to you. Share with someone. Like, share, subscribe. Click on the link that I have attached. That's my actual website. I have a YouTube account, Spotify, Apple, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio. Okay. And this will be uploaded onto those platforms. All right. So also, if you never listened to my podcast previously, go back and click on each one of those platforms and go back and listen to those episodes that's on there. Subscribe, leave a review, and follow the podcast because trust me, we got a lot to talk about. Now, if y'all want to get gritty, let's go. I'm with the shit too. But on the flip side, we gonna keep it calm. We gonna keep it cute. Okay, we gonna keep it cute. Until next time, I'm Queasy Queen, and it has been Let's Talk About It podcast with Queasy Queen. Oh, I don't want to forget. Special shout out to my brother Tim from Free Game the Podcast. He gave me an opportunity almost 7 years ago in the introduction to the podcast industry. So I want to give a special shout out to him. I'm also drop the link, the YouTube interview. I was on his show back in March of this year as a guest. So definitely, big bruh, we go back 23 years in the game. Appreciate you. Always love. Support him. Tebow Clothing Fashion. He do custom outfit gear, all the things. All right. But I also have his podcast. So check out Free Game the Podcast. Shout out to Big Bruh on that for blessing me, giving me a chance. He introduced me to listening to podcasts because I didn't even know what I ain't went into that back then. So I appreciate him. Forever grateful to where I'm at right now. Until next time, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all go ahead and say this. Y'all share it on y'all platform. Peace, love, blessings, and growth. Until next time. Y'all have a blessed night. One.